This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
What up? This is DC Channel Guns coming at you another gun video. Appreciate you watching. Like, share, and subscribe. Bringing the energy today. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I appreciate the support on the channel. I appreciate all good information. So I appreciate y'all. And, we're going to keep up the fight. There's nothing more important than your right to bear arms in this country. There is nothing more important. But, you still have politicians who's out of touch, who have armed security, who, being protected by all tax dollars. So you have front runner Joe Biden. This is most likely who's going to be the front runner for the other side and everything. So this is what Joe Biden said right here. Now, this is what Joe Biden said when it comes to self-defense in this country and the laws and stuff to let law-abiding citizens protect themselves. So this is what Joe Biden said.
Texas, irrational what they're doing. On the very day you see a mass shooting, I guess the numbers now, I was on a plane the last 2.5 hours, they got up to 5 killed. And we're talking about loosening access to have guns, be able to take them into places of worship, store them in school. I mean, it's just absolutely irrational.
So what Joe Biden said, now here's one of the leaders at the church and stuff, and this is what he said about the laws that, let the law-abiding citizens protect themselves from the crazy people who's out there who's trying to take your life.
We lost 2 great men today, but it could have been a lot worse. And I'm thankful that our government has allowed us the opportunity to protect ourselves.
So you just heard the gentleman. Now, the gentleman was talking about what he was saying when he said he wanted to thank the government for allowing us to protect ourselves. He was talking about you have Texas Governor Abbott who signed a bill back in June of 2019 that will allow citizens to carry a firearm in a place of worship, because church has been under attack. Now you have Joe Biden, which he's talking about it is irrational to loosen gun laws. I'm talking about, with the law that Abbott signed back in June, it allowed his church member here to save more lives in that church that day. But when it comes to your anti-gun, like Joe Biden, Bloomberg, Governor Northern, and some of the other anti-gun politicians that's out there, I'm talking about a lot of them has been in government so long, they done lost contact with the American people. They done lost contact with the American people who have to defend themselves. They've been under paid security for years and decades. They've been under paid security so long, people. I'm talking about they act as if none of these crimes are happening. I'm talking about the anti-gun slogan, they're saying they're saving lives. They need to change it because what they're doing is costing lives. Like that man said in church, they lost 2 good men that day. And, you had a member who was armed to stop for more loss of life to happening because of the law that, we're allowed. I'm talking about pretty much the Second Amendment covers everyone to carry a firearm. Pretty much everyone. And you have the anti-gun who's trying to stop that. Now, their whole agenda is to stop, gun crime, gun violence, or whatever people want to call it. But actually what they're doing is doing the opposite of what they're saying. They're pretty much disarming law-abiding citizens. They have not stopped crime from the gangs, the criminals. They have not stopped none of that crime from happening. Crime has actually spiked. In states where you have tight gun laws such as California, Chicago, New York, crime is up. I'm talking about they try to put out these false news reports that crime is low and stuff, but crime is up in them states. With all the security that they have in place, crime is still up in them states. Their gun laws is not working, and they don't want to admit that. So, as gun owners in this country, we have to fight very hard to keep the anti-gun from passing more laws. And, when it comes to Virginia, the situation in Virginia and stuff, there are so many reports. I'm talking about I can't keep up with so much information coming out of Virginia. I know y'all can't. A lot of, we're trying to get out the message, but just soon I put out this about Virginia gun laws, another one coming out. It's just so much. And in Virginia, what stuck out to me is that, you have the anti-gun is talking about that, hey, gun owners had a chance to come to these meetings and this and that about these gun laws they were putting in place. But the point of what the anti-gun is trying to say is that when it comes to gun owners, we won't paying attention. In Virginia, a lot of this slipped by a lot of Virginia gun owners. Once it came out and got headlines and stuff, and they woke up and said, hey, no, we're not going to have this. And you have the anti-gun actually running off that they talking about Virginians actually wanted these gun laws, which only a small percent of Virginia actually voted for to put these gun laws in place, that actually went out and vote. And so, that is a huge problem in the 2A community. We have to stay, we have to stay on top of the gun laws that's coming out. And you're going to have the anti-gun keep doing what they're doing now, saying that all Virginians, 80-90% of Virginians wanted these gun laws when you only had a small percentage actually voted for it. The rest of the Virginia citizens, it caught them, it blindsided them. That's the reason why you have all these, at least 90% or more of these sanctuary cities in Virginia now. Because these laws blindsided gun owners in that country. So we must stop this from happening. We must stay up, we must stay woke and pay attention to what's going on. We have to do that. If not, we're going to keep having these situations like Virginia. We finding ourselves backtracking, fighting these laws that small percentage of people voted for, which the bulk of the people do not support in Virginia. So we have to stop that from happening. So we must pay attention. And that is my job. I'm going to keep putting out all this information. Either agree or disagree. I'm putting the information out there so you can be aware. There's a lot of other states that I'm looking at, and I see a lot of your comments. There's a lot of states with a lot of laws, from Florida, from east to west. It's so many. So I'm trying to get them together and put them out there to get everybody aware and wake people up when it comes to gun laws in this country. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.